Hello, my name is Abe. Welcome back to Monster Train. I have a challenge to do, the daily challenge, the third daily challenge, which will give me a new card frame. In fact, if I start the run, I might just immediately get the card frame. 26 minutes, 1 hour, 12 minutes. Well, I like the spread. Add 12 additional random starting cards to your deck. Remove your champion. Merchants can duplicate cards. We have a Hellhorned and an Umbra deck. So no champion means that we're not relying on the Hellhorned Rage guy. We're not relying on Penumbra Umbra. I guess it really just depends on what cards we get. You know, we have to get good units. Umbra has good tanks. Hellhorn has good damage dealers. Getting a Tumber Assault's Hornbreak and Inflame, those can be some very good synergies. I think we got a chance. Now buff debuff Seraph is annoying as heck, but we'll try to make it work. So what's our cards? I guess we gotta look. 2 Tumber Assaults, 1 Cannibalize, 1 Inflame, a Gem Trove, 2 Hornbreaks, 1 Imp in a Box, an Impish Scholar, 2 Molting Imps, an Impolate, Imp build, Perils of Production, Making of a Morsel, 3 Shade Splitters and 3 Torches, a Space Prism, 4 Train Stewards, an Umbra Stone, and a Welder Helper. So I think this is gonna be heavy imps from the Hellhorn side of things, combined with armor gain, especially if we can get the Armor Consume card and bring it back with Impish Scholar. We can bring back currently Imp in a Box and Space Prism. Impolate, which is a great spell. We probably wanna make this holdover. I think we got a pretty decent start to the run here. Rage does not decay days when they enter the 3rd floor. I really like that relic. It means you can build up on your top floor with weaker units and then they'll live. I really like that with the Stygian champion. It's one of the few ways I find to reliably keep him alive. Snecko is definitely a trap in yesterday's daily, says Verdacula. Yesterday's daily was a lot of fun. I've been having a lot of fun with these dailies. This one looks a little bit wonky, though. You know what? Consumer of Crowns Umbra would be a good pickup here. So I do like the Rage, but since it doesn't benefit us, I think we'll go with the Daze. It's just gonna make the first early fights so much easier because we can build up armor on the top floor, have an extra turn of Daze for the boss, and we can do the trials more easily because if the enemies appear at the top, they'll be dazed. So we can just kill them. So I kind of like the start so far. Give me the Shade. Because this will kill a unit. This gives us energy. Welder Helper can keep himself alive. Now we're getting 2 kills. This will get 3 kills. You will kill everything on this floor. And we're taking no pyre damage. Now I hate that, you know, gold is there, but what are you gonna do about it? Space Prism. I guess I can torch you. It's not really good value, but I think it's acceptable value. The Imp is a 3/120. I would like, I think, to just get a different Morsel though. Because I really do want to see about killing all these units, and we're gonna need some damage dealers. Although I guess the Morsel didn't do anything on that turn, so the other one would have been theoretically better. Weirdly enough, a Umbra Stone does get all the kills. 1 available. Space Prism, that's not that good. You know what we actually do? I think you actually do this. +4, +4. I mean, we can make the tankiest Welder Helper I've ever seen. I have no problem with that. I would like to kill you. So you get +4, you get +4, give us extra energy. We have a 5/9/20 Imp, which is pretty decent. Let's get some more Imps. Dude, honestly, I think you Welder Helper. I think you Train Steward. I think you Tumber Assault your own Welder Helper now that he's done his benefit. Let's make you stronger. Let's we can do 9 damage or 5 damage if you believe that. If you play the Molting Imp and the Magma Morsel, you can do 9 damage. So there you go. And you're dead. I could cannibalize. We don't really have anything else to play on this floor. Actually, we could. It'll be, well, no. It'll be Impish Scholar. You get, okay, you get Umbra Stone, which is not that good. But then you get Morsels. 1 HP and damage shield. All right, that's pretty good. All right, we've done it. First fight completed. Desperately need units, desperately need upgrades, desperately need everything. Let's be honest. I do like March of Shields due to its ability to move your own units around. A free armor every turn, that would be nice if you could make that holdover, but I think we'll go March of Shields. More armor might be better for us in the long term. Damage shield or Perils of Production. I mean, if we can put an imp out and kill it, Perils of Production is pretty good for the energy, but I think I'd just rather go for Morsels. If it comes back from the imp, that's okay. And Morsels, if once we get a, we're going right path, by the way, for units. If we can get a good Gorge minion, we would prefer to have as many Morsels as possible. So Rage or Resolve Armor. I think you go Resolve Armor. If you get the Armor Artifact, this is 9 per turn, but it's a good tank. Black Hat and L, hello, welcome. Long time no see, indeed. Hope you're doing all right. So we're gonna make you a beefy tank. We're gonna make you a beefier tank. Now you're 2580. Now we could duplicate it. If you're gonna do this, I feel like you should just do this later, right? We don't need it now. So why don't we instead just like put Rage on like a welder helper? Nah, let's purge a card. It's hard for me to say that you should spend the money there, but I would like to just kill the imps when I summon them. They don't need to stay out there. So let's not worry about them. Let's not worry about them. Who cares? Imps, you're out of here. Get out of here. So 10 armor. Yeah, sucks. We'll deal with it though. So I really do think that you just ice a unit. We'll put you at the top so that you're you never take damage. And I could put a train steward behind you, but the imps would do better. The freaking googly eyes are still on. Okay, look. I find them a little distracting. I'll turn them off for my own benefit more than anyone else's. I like that the units still have googly eyes until you deal with them though. That's kind of cool. So take more armor. Take another train steward. You might want to take a morsel. Well, you can take the morsel. Thank you, Moobler, for the ban. Wow, he's instantaneous about it. That's amazing. How does he do it? You're only taking 26. That's not great. Let's consume an imp in a box. Gain 4 energy, apply Rage 3. Rage 3 is what we want. Now you're dead, perfect. You're dazed. So the Umbra Stone could be played. I feel like the capacity can be played. You could play everything. That, Hornbreak, Umbra Stone, Torch. You're doing 31. We'll need to kill you, so I will torch you. But you're not doing anything on the top floor. As long as I get some damage spells, I can kill you. Like Impalate, that's pretty good. I'd much rather Impalate you though, so that's probably what we'll end up doing. Or just put down like a Shade Splitter that does attack value. It doesn't, but maybe it will now. I do cannibalize. Aye. Yeah. There you go, perfect. And Impalate you for 90. Put down a health morsel, dump you out of my deck, that's pretty good. Now we need more units, of course, but we'll get there. We'll get there. So you want a Molting Imp, a Tumbra, Molting Imp. You're almost dead. Not quite, but you're almost there. Let's give you a +5/+5. End turn. You have 103 health, you're not making it. Gain rage. Gem Trove. Morsel. Inflame. It's pretty good. That was an easy fight. It was a great fight. Fortify Vent, Fledgling Imp. Killing imps for morsels somehow seems wrong, except it also feels so right. I think another imp is okay. We need to remove a lot of cards, but I think the imps can stay. And I do like space prisms for more imps. And we do definitely need a Gorge unit. I think we'll go Lifesteal. It's better than Damage Shield for the most part. Damage Shield does counter a specific few types of bosses, but with our armor unit, we might be able to counter the bosses just by, you know, playing an armor unit up at the top and being real tanky about it. We have energy imps. This could work. And you definitely want endless on your imps whenever possible. So we'll put one on the molting imp. Crucible Collector having 45 health is good. I could give the Crucible Collector more attack. I feel like early you'd prefer to just give him like one large stone, so let's not worry about the small upgrade. I also could take one of these cards. We do need to gold Bone Rattler, but I don't think it's a good card. And we don't need heal on Pyre because we haven't taken any Pyre damage. I don't think those are good cards. I feel like you would much rather take a card that helps to prevent damage, especially when you're at full health like this. What's our Seraph? Buff debuff, okay. Now we do admittedly still need to find some way of dealing with the fact that we don't have a lot of units except for imps. The imps are good, but they're not gonna last forever. Let's get you out. We'll let you gorge for the time being. Then honestly, if we heal on the next turn, let's just Hornbreak you. We could have played the Train Steward to dump him out of the deck, but let's just do 5 damage. I doubt it's gonna matter, but you never know. So Steelworker, give the Steelworker some armor. Torch one of these guys, packed morsels. Yeah, I think you just give him all the buffs. He's gonna get 5 health and 8 plus 5 attack. He's gonna get 13 attack. That's why you don't need to put 10 attack on your lifesteal minion. Just give him a couple of morsels, he'll be good. Now, Trample works very well on this guy, but can we keep him? Can we keep him alive long? Not alive long. Can we play enough cards to kill the minions? Is what I should be saying. Yes is the answer. Put you out. Deal 5 damage to enemy units. There you go. The Endless Imp. Do we even want to play him? I actually don't think we need him on this fight because of the fact that this is an easy fight for us. Let's be honest. Oh, you're dazed, so you're gonna kill the bomb. Perfect. This is a pretty easy fight for us. All we really need to do is just keep playing morsels and we'll be okay. Does that say 14 lifesteal? 4. I was gonna say 14 is a little too many. Bye-bye. We do have a lot of those imps in the deck, which is kind of cool. You're gonna take this. Train Steward, you might as well just get played wherever. Now, the armor guy at the top doesn't really do that much right now, but we'll work on him, You deal 25 damage. This is gonna be a little sketch. It's gonna start with an Impish Scholar. Trample. A Trample on you is pretty good, but we need, well, like an Impalate will hit you for 105. The Impalate doesn't have Trample. How do I kill you? Can't kill you. Yeah, literally cannot kill you. I can make you hit the pyre once instead of twice by playing the Umbra Stone here. But there's nothing else I can do about that. So you know what? There you go. Not a great turn, but the guy just had 5 health that we couldn't deal with. Maybe we should have played the imp, the explosive imp, because it would have done enough damage to kill him. If you can believe that. Actually would like you to die. Now you're dying. Fair enough. How much armor do we have on this guy? 34? It doesn't feel like a lot, but it's good enough. It is good enough. So, Rage Imp. Cannibalize the Rage Imp. Perils of Production. More Lifesteal. And honestly, Torch of Timber Assault, let me play a couple more morsels down here. I think they get more value. Now we're taking 3 damage down there. I haven't even given you any morsels. There you go, get fed. So we need more units still. And fewer garbage units and garbage cards. Definitely helps. Give me the Morsel Master. I think it's better than the Morsel Summoner, the Morsel Maker. But the Morsel Master can be used to duplicate good morsels on the Gorger, and then extra morsels can be played on the other unit. The Rail Beater. Add a morsel to your hand every turn. Okay, pretty good. And if we take another Gorger, that's actually okay. So I think we will do it. We'll remove a couple more Train Stewards. So this is like an Imp Gorge build, which is actually not that bad, because the Imps can either protect your Gorge units or be placed behind them for additional damage, like Rage. We have a couple of spells that we want to play, but one of them is Pierces, and the Impalate we can play with a couple of torches first. It's probably not good to take the trial, but I think we'll live. So do you ignore everything except for the Demon Fiend? You can't. You can't. You have to play other minions. So the Construct can be at the top. He's never going to take damage. Crucible Collector can be in the second floor. You need the attack. You don't need the fuel, but you need the attack. Could put Rail Beater at the bottom. Now we're killing units as they move up, which is pretty good. Molting Imp has to be played. Lifesteal on you is pretty good. On you, it would give you more attack. Because I need to find a way to hit this guy in the back for 30. This'll do it. And we need the fuel, so we're gonna do it like that. Damage shield, better on you. Abe over talking about adding another Gorger, and he's already got 2. No, I only had 1, now I have 2. And a Morsel Master, which is pretty good. Cannot play Gem Trove with the Morsel Master, but I think we're gonna be playing other cards like Rage Imp, Welder Helper, etc., etc. We do have a couple of morsels we can play. I mean, we're always getting 1 per turn, which is pretty damn good. You need more morsels because your attack gets stronger faster. So I think we're also gonna play an Imp. Well, I think we should play an Imp and a Welder Helper at the top. So it's gonna be Welder Helper, Imp, for the Rage gain, then give us 1 more morsel. You don't need a morsel yet. You do need morsels for fuels. We'll give you 2 of them. I think that's a pretty good turn. There's our Transcend Imp, there's our Molting Imp, and we also have Imp in a box, and 7 energy. We're gaining a lot of energy very quickly. Oh my god, we're gonna have so much energy on this turn. What I like about this, by the way, as well, is if we can get the robot to do 35 damage a turn, he's killing both of these units every turn. So we just have to kill the Clip Defender, and then everything's dying. And I think we can kill the Clip Defender. It's gonna be a couple of imps. We have so much energy. Play you. You need to take 15 damage. I mean, I guess I literally can do it. This, and this. Will give you fuel and energy. Armor. Transcend Imp gives us a lot of everything. But it also does damage to these guys, which we need to do in order to kill the Clip Defender anyways. Okay, things are looking good. Have 6 energy. I do want this Imp next turn, so let's make sure that he dies. Well, speaking of dying. Well, would we prefer to do that or cannibalize? I suppose we'd prefer to do a Tumbra Assault so that we can play an Imp and a Tumbra Assault and play an Imp and then cannibalize, or Morsels rather. Now what kind of Morsels do we want out there? You need like the +5 duplicated, so you can just take the Morsel Miner, yoink. Then we'll take the, let's just cannibalize this Imp. He's not that good. We have 4 capacity for Morsels, so maybe don't even play a Tumbra Assault. Just give you damage shield, give you raw attack, because you haven't eaten in a while. And have a couple of lifesteal. We're kind of running out of capacity, but we understand that that's going to happen if we get a rich turn like that. You are taking 400 damage, which is pretty damn sweet, if you ask me. You're going to bring back a card. Kind of the card I wanted, honestly. I don't think that we got good value out of the imps that we could possibly generate, but oh well. I don't think we need a lot of energy. I want you to fuel. I want you to feed. And then, here I'm like, let's just hit you. You are taking 426, which is pretty decent. Our Rail Beater he's not doing a lot of damage, but he's a good tank. What I would love is like an Ascend or a Cave-In, so I could put units behind my tanks. That would be perfect. Anyways. 0 damage. His Impelate has done literally nothing. It's a good card, we just have not upgraded spells at all. Branding Right, Imp in a Box, Tiresome Climb. This is kind of what I wanted. It'll daze our units for a while, but maybe we don't want it. Well, because I mean, I do want it, but maybe this is not the one I want. Give me a Branding Right. Making it cheaper and holdover is pretty good. -1 capacity, +1 energy. I think we just want either energy or card draw coming up. We have a Gem Trove, I believe. So we need to make this one cheaper to play it. What are the mutations in this daily challenge? 12 random cards, remove the champion, merchants can duplicate cards. I think we skip this. We have Space Prisms. We don't need a not a holdover card, but we don't need a card that doesn't consume that is a Space Prism. I think we definitely at this point need to start upgrading spells. We could just keep focusing on the units, but we're gonna need some spells to do some good stuff for us. So let's do this once. Yeah, because we can do unit upgrades next. What we cannot do is do unit upgrades and then spell upgrades. If we wait on the spells are gonna be upgraded here at the very end of the game, which could still work for us, and we'd get a free artifact, but there's also a Concealed Caverns, which could give us amazing stuff like I don't know, that relic that gives you +2 energy. So what do we want to have holdover? Impalate is a lot of damage, but you know, Branding Right is fantastic. +20 in Consume. We'll put that on a Torch. -1. We'll put that on Gem Trove. I mean, Gem Trove for 3 every turn is not bad, but it's way too expensive. A making of a Morsel every turn is pretty good, especially if you play the Morsel on your robot floor. You know, that doesn't seem that bad. The top floor is Dazed. We're gonna get +5. We're gonna get +10 every turn. Permafrost. Permafrost Impalate could be okay. Dun, 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 dun. I feel like we don't really need to permafrost anything. That's pretty good, but a Hornbreak upgrade is also good, but I like making the Atumbra Assaults at a point where they can kill something. Gem Trove does need to be slightly cheaper. Like, we could permafrost Cannibalize, but we're probably going to be playing it every turn, because when we play imps, we want to kill them. We could duplicate a card. I mean, duplicating a Transcend Imp is pretty good. Want to just duplicate a Transcend Imp? I mean, I'd like to upgrade him with Endless first. Let's just leave the shop. Go here real quick. Yeah, take my health. Conserve energy. All right. That's pretty good. Now, how do we get more energy? Duplicate. We don't have the energy imp. We get the energy imp sometimes from the imp in a box. I suppose we'll just save our money. We'll do some more upgrades coming up. But I really like what we got here. +6, doesn't matter. Our top floor doesn't take any damage, and our lifesteal floor can easily handle it. Bum 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 bum. I want you to come back every turn. You're gonna stay in the deck for a while. Morsel Master, you need to get played. You can duplicate some morsels, well guess what? You're now pretty tanky. Didn't get any other units on this turn, but that's actually okay. Well, it's gonna soon be not okay because this guy is gonna get stronger as he moves up every single turn. In fact, I won't be able to kill him before he hits the pyre at this point, which blows. It like really, really, really blows. Because if I play morsels, they're gonna get killed by this guy. No, he's not gonna be able to attack. The problem is though, I still won't be able to kill him when he makes it up because I won't be able to play anything up there. Unless I get rage units or impalate. I would still rather hit you though. 4 energy, you need to be destroyed. You need to come back. If you're dying, let's duplicate the energy up here. Let's make sure that you die. Well, I say make sure that you die. Playing that was completely unnecessary. So yeah, this is the problem. Like if I play Crucible Collector up here, I can do another 20, but I'm not killing him. So I'm like, play Crucible Collector, that's another 20. So you're taking 38 damage. Inflame for another 8, I can do 46 damage. I can't kill you. I can't kill you. And if I can't kill you, I kind of just feel like playing the construct up here like we knew we were gonna do. Make sure he's got some fuel. We'll give you rage so you do more damage next turn. We'll give you trample so you can kill multiple enemies. Will we keep playing the Molting Imp? I think we should. But you're gonna hit the pyre, and it's because we didn't draw the robot within the first 2 turns. I think that's okay. You know, it hurts the score, but, you know, what are you gonna do? If you don't draw the cards that you need to draw, what the heck are you gonna do? Do we have another Space Prism? We do. We need to start also thinking about what we're gonna do with the Demon Fiend. It needs to go on the same floor as a Steelworker, which means we need to put out a Space Prism as soon as we can. We also need more Morsels. At this point, you are gonna make it up, I feel. Although you're gonna be dazed up there. So I'm like... Rage stacks don't matter on you. How much damage do you do? 31, it's gonna be 29. I can increase it by 6. So I can increase it by 4, it'll be 35 times 2, 70. Okay, I think I might be able to kill you. It's gonna be funky, but I think I can kill you. We're just not getting enough morsels right now, which blows. I think actually what I might do is put the Demon Fiend out to do some damage, then we'll put out a Imp. And if we put out another Imp, you're dying. And then we'll put out a Rage Imp up here. Bum, 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 bum. You're dying. Perfect. We have a lot of energy. Let's play a Gem Trove. Damage shield, health, attack. Double damage shield is pretty good. You know what? Screwed this up slightly. I can't kill my own minion. I'm gonna have to spend 2 Atumbras to do it, but that's okay. I like the capacity up here because we can actually double up on 2 morsels, which is pretty good. Then we'll Impish Scholar. Get Imp in a box back. Get another Fledgling Imp. Have a lot of morsels. This is gonna be a funky fight, but I think we need capacity from the next fight. I think we've learned that here. We're having a hard time with our capacity issues. Double this, double this. Might as well not play the good one. I mean, you get health, you get health, you die. I know the lifesteal minion didn't actually gorge at all. He doesn't need to gorge. Oh, you know what? Damage shield is not that good here, is it? My bad. I think we'll be okay though. Double up, double up. Give you some armor. Could have also put the armor down here, but let's be honest, it gets more value up there. Bum, 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 bum. You're dead! It's like I planned this or something. We finally got our holdover, which means it's +10/+10 every turn, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. Welder. Cannibalize. +2 in lifesteal, sure. Does more attack power. Freaking have status effects off the screen with this robot. If we can keep him gorging, he's a good unit. We just need him to gorge. Cave-In is wonderful to build up one big floor. I'm gonna go Blazing Bolts. We need like spells. And I think we're gonna go card draw instead of capacity. We have a lot of energy. We need the ability to play more cards, I think. We also do need some more upgrades. Endless Imps are always worth playing, especially if it's a Transcend Imp. More health on the Construct is pretty good. It's also pretty good on the Crucible Collector. Play it on the Alloyed Construct. Damage shield 2. It's actually not bad on the Morsel Master. It just helps to keep him alive if he gets hit by like a sweep or something. Quick. Quick Rage is okay because then you actually get the attack out immediately, but I don't think we need it. We could go just +10 on the Alloyed Construct. Or +10 on the Demon Fiend. Large would be really good, but you know what? Because you have multi-strike, I'll put the +10 on you. We'll purge a couple of cards. Well, before we purge anything, Always got to do the concealed caverns. Playing a blight card deals 100 damage. Friendly units get +1 for every blight card. Blight card restores pyre health. We're probably not going to get a lot of blight cards, but it is 100 damage per calcified ember. They're expensive, but we have a lot of energy. It's a temporary spell that gets added to the deck, which I actually think is okay. And we will start purging. We need to purge more cards. Another train steward. Let's purge a torch. And then honestly, damage shield 2. There you go, Demon Fiend. Live slightly longer. Now, are we gonna duplicate something? You know? Duplicating the Transcendent would be pretty cool. Because then you could get the extra energy, the life, the damage, sorry, the extra energy, the damage from the Molting Imp, the armor from the Welder Helper. You can get all that every single turn. Give me another Transcendent. We can duplicate another card later if we want. Dude, this deck is 39 cards, excuse me? What? This was not what I had in mind. Scourge. Blight. Okay, so it won't actually work. Still probably worth playing though. We did get pretty lucky draw though with the Crucible Collector and Morsel Master immediately. We can't really output a ton of damage, but there's, you know, 2 of our important units out. It's starting to look like these guys are gonna make it up slightly, but, you know, we'll deal. I actually feel like you could go here, and then we could impalate to kill everything. We can't play morsels, but we can put a capacity up here. So until then, we'll do this. We're gonna have a lot of garbage in our hand, I know. In fact, that's 4 energy down the drain on this turn. It is what it is. You gotta go. You gotta go. So you're dead. I don't need to play the Calcified Ember on you. In fact, we don't even need to play the Calcified Ember. We could have also built on the bottom floor. Yeah. Maybe that would have been smarter. There's our Demon Fiend. You need energy. I know we're not playing imps either, but we'll get there, we'll get there. How did you live? I guess you got a lot of tanks up here, huh? Ugh. I think at this point you gotta say, something's gotta give. Let's do some damage. At least the top floor is dying. Rage. I do need the energy, so that's a very good card to have. Lifesteal. I would love to put it here. It would be nice to eventually draw these Space Prisms. We're not going through the deck quickly though because of these jerks. So let's ice one of them. You're both dead. You're taking 45. You will die up here. You're still living, which is okay. I actually feel like you could take the armor. We'll give you lifesteal. The extra energy will stay with us forever. You can have more gorge. We're gonna be just fine here. We took a few tiny little points of damage. But we're not really getting the order of the draw that we would like. There's our Pyre Chomper. We also got a Welder Helper. Keep the gorges going on. Actually can't really play much else here. I can play this. You're already healing to full. Let's just give you more attack. I still think we need card draw, or at least we can tell that that's a bit of a problem right now. We're not drawing fast enough through the deck. There's our making of a Morsel, again, a little late, but good to see it nonetheless. There's your +10/+10. Let us get some cards. +4. That does not help you at all. Still don't have the capacity upgrades though, so you know what? Maybe that will help you. There, we're doing 1 more damage. Perfect. Thank you, Imp. Now, you haven't gorged at all, which means you're dead. Oops, my bad. Oops, all dead. I don't even know why I'm playing the capacity down there. I guess we can still play a Morsel. We're not going to, because that's what's gonna happen here. But in theory, we could have played a Morsel up there. I actually cannot see all the status effects on our dude. He does not have lifesteal. That's okay. We're gonna be just fine. It's just slightly annoying that we couldn't keep that guy alive. Space Prism needs to show up a little bit faster. You're taking 882. You are going to die. Do not fret. Do not fear. You are already dead. Let's double up on... I mean, the Rage might actually be a little bit better, but I think the +2 is probably for the best. Good stuff. Risky. Unusual fight. Didn't really go that well for us, but we only took pyro damage from a little bit of Scourge action. Another Impalate, Reinforce, Alloy. Dude, Impalate is really good if you can draw it. Also, we have not played we played 1 of the Purge garbage cards, which I guess is not that bad. I would like to play more of them though. +20 magic power and consume. I don't know, let's make the other torch consume. -1 cost is important because of the fact that we hold over energy now. Blazing Bolts is now playable. I don't think we need Permafrost. Holdover is still a pretty good target though. Like a Holdover Perils of Production would give us a ton of energy. I don't think we need it though. Maybe just like a free Impalate would be pretty good. And then consume, yeah, like 1 Horn Break. I can accept that. +1 capacity each floor. You love to see it. So I'm very glad I took card draw instead of capacity, because we just got the capacity upgrade for free. We don't need Shade Splitters. We get 1 Morsel a turn, so that's playing 1 Shade Splitter for free every turn. I'd rather just remove a couple of cards. We still have a 37 card deck. That's too many cards. That's too many cards. I'm not that worried about these guys. I mean, I can kill them with a branding right if I really want to, or an Impalate. I think what we're gonna do is do what we've been wanting to do, which is put the Steelworker behind the lifesteal minion, and we can still play 1 Morsel every turn. So you're gonna go there. And then honestly, I think we just ice a couple of minions. We do have Perils of Production, which is really good, because then it'll be Crucible, Morsel, Master, Perils of Production, and then honestly, we can fit everything at the top. We can fit a Demon Fiend behind our big tanky boy, as long as we have the ability to play 1 Space Prism up there. Problem is this guy, this Gilded Wing, he's making it through right now. I can't afford to have him make it through. That's too much, that's too much. So maybe you just Gem Trove. That way you can nearly ice one of these guys and then play a few more Morsels. really wanted to play the Demon Fiend though, but we gotta find some way of killing this guy. He's getting away though right now. I don't know how to deal with that. I don't know if we can deal with it. Maybe we just literally can't because you have no fuel. You came out too late. You don't sweep. Yeah, the Pyre's gonna take some damage. Took 32 on that turn. There's our spells though. Okay, once we get the spells, things are looking much better. They're looking much better. Could Calcified Ember if we wanted to. We got some Horn Breaks, Imp in a Box, Rubble Morsels. Oh, it's looking good. It's looking good this turn. In fact, we can play everything too, which is fantastic. Molting Imp, Welder Helper. How come you guys aren't dying? Because you're doing 22 out of 23 damage. Are you kidding me? Well, this'll kill you. You're not dead. I really don't want to play a Horn Break on you. We should play the Molting Imp. Well, should we? This is a tough one. I think we'll play Calcified Ember. Get out of my deck. I think we'll play the Impalate. I think we want it every turn, and it's free. If we're gonna do that, we might want to play it here, but I would like to get to this Gilded Wing and kill him quickly. We could kind of do the best of both worlds. One Horn Break here, and then the Impalate here to kill him. We do have a lot of imps in the deck. So if I can get like another Horn Break or like a couple of spells, enough to kill this guy in the front, then I can hit the guy in the back. He is taking 113, and you know what? Our Trample is making it easier to hit him. So maybe you go this. Put that there. This will make you take another 23, and then we could probably Rage to kill you. If we're gonna do that, we would probably also want to Imp, just for some extra bonus damage. Although this is gonna do an extra 6 times 6, just 36 damage. You might hit my Pyre once. 173. Playing the Imp would have done it. I just don't want to take up that much space on the floor. You have 7 HP. Look, I tried. I could have tried harder though. Blazing Bolts needs to be played. Making a Morsel needs to be played. Transcendent should probably be played. Rage and Energy? Rage and Energy. Well, that's okay. Another Morsel Miner. Dude, absolutely put one up there. You can have the health, you can have the energy. It takes us a little while to get really built up because we kind of have to wait for the Alloyed Construct, don't we? Look, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna play the spell. I don't think you can convince me that you should not play the spell there. I actually think this might be better. You give Rage, right? You do give Rage. I don't know, maybe you don't even play the Imps. Because I don't want to hit him for 1 and make him stronger. I want to hit him for 20 at the very least, maybe 50, maybe 100 to make him stronger. Dude, our tank is 100 times to 100. He's freaking, he's a madman. He's insane. 7 available consume. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We don't really care about consuming a card, I suppose. So we'll Transcend Imp. It did 5 damage to him. That was silly. We'll cannibalize the imp. We'll still hit you for 150. And then honestly, let's give you some lifesteal. And we'll give you double health. The health should be enough, because you're hitting for 100 and you have 100 health. So he's dead in 2 turns. By the way, there's an impalate. By the way, there's an impalate. By the way, this Transcendent almost kills you. Alright. We also have 17 energy. It's not the most we've ever had. We have had 99 energy before, the maximum you can have. But it's kind of working. It's tempting to take another Pyre Chomper. So I think you do. With the energy, a Crucible extension could be worth it, but we actually do have enough capacity now. So, unit upgrades or spell upgrades. Unit upgrades would also allow us to duplicate a card and remove 2. I think that could be pretty good. We do want to do some more card removal. Multi-strike. I'll do it. I'll freaking do it. Morsel miner on each floor. Tons of energy. A morsel miner each floor. I'll do it, why not? Duplicate any card except for your champion. Impalate is pretty good. But if we were duplicating a card, what is the best card for us to duplicate? I'll be honest, getting this Morsel guy faster would probably be the card to duplicate. He's very good, and I don't think we need another Molting Imp. It's just buff debuff removal Seraph, which is not the end of the world. Can probably remove a Shade Splitter. Upgrading it with plus 25, might as well. And then damage shield, might as well put that on the Morsel Master. Damage shield 4, he'll live for a few turns. Dun 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 dun. Buff, debuff, Seraph. So which unit is this? It's not the 3 10s, it's not the 15 times 2 15s. Is this just 15 3s? 15 damage, 3 health? 10 damage, 3 health. Okay, that's not bad. Also, we got the energy on turn 1 from the Morsel Miners. You'll love to see it, you'll love to see it. I think, you know what you also love to see? Space Prism. Demon Fiend, Morsel Master, double Atumbra Morsels, and then down here, Impalate. That's pretty good. End turn. Hyperblitz asks what champion? This is no champion, it's the daily challenge. Space Prism. Do we need a Space Prism up here? I don't think we actually do. I think we have the capacity for 1 Morsel up here every turn right now, which is good enough. We might prefer, instead, to have the capacity down here, but we actually, again, have the capacity for 1 Morsel every turn. 2 Morsels would probably be better, though. Tumber Assault needs to be played. Ember Drain, awkward, but we are slightly resilient to the Ember Drain. 2 Molting Imps, huh? It's actually not that bad. You know, it's actually really not that bad. What Imps have we played? None. Okay, don't play him. I would like for you not... Oh, you get a Harvest trigger, not a Slade trigger? Okay, you can hit this guy then. You should do more damage to Seraph. You're dying. Torch does consume for 22, but you're gonna die when you make it up anyways. Let's use this on you. Tons of energy is, I think, what I want here. And then we can also give you some lifesteal. You're not gonna need it though. So you know what, take the energy instead. You can have the lifesteal. You don't need it because you are never gonna get hit. You have the protection in the front due to having this Light's Gift. You also have damage shield, and you have damage shield, and the damage shield doesn't even matter now that I think about it because of the fact that these guys are all dazed. How did you lose 2 damage shield though? Damage shield 4. Do these enemies explode? We might be facing exploding enemies, and I might not be realizing that. It's possible. Sweep for 2. There you go. Here's your energy back. If you sweep for 2, I think we could play an imp. We're not playing a morsel down here, but I don't think we need it. Robot has to be played. Give him some fuel. Horn break and torch. Well, I think we'll just do it like this. Still a pretty good turn. Crucible Collector looks pretty amazing with googly eyes. Crucible Warden looks better. He's a funky dude. So now we have these +5/+5s every turn, which is pretty dope. Honestly, you should have the trample. You know what? Give you the morsels. We actually don't even need to gem trove. We could for just more damage shield though, like play it and then put these guys down and they're just gonna die to the sweep, but this guy doesn't have like a harvest trigger or anything, so that's okay. We're playing good morsels every turn. Oh no, after the Ember Drain you only have 13 energy, whatever will you do? Exactly! Oh no, Ember Drain! What are we gonna do, man? What are we gonna do? Morsel? Morsel, how are you both healing? Oh, I guess you only do 2 damage on this floor. No point playing units that are low on health. Although we could put a Morsel Miner in the front with 10 armor and then it'll actually live. Look, that's dumb, but I kind of love it. Also, how come these guys are not dazed? Oh, because you move up, the enemies get dazed, you move up, you remove half the debuff stacks, you remove their daze as soon as it happens. I understand. I understand why we lost the damage shield in these units now. That makes sense. You're not sweeping, but sweepers could happen up here. We need to be careful. So what we're gonna do is ensure that the morsel lives, which is a weird play, but beneficial. Let's get a whole bunch of energy. We also got Space Prism, which is a great card to have. And honestly, like, there you go. You know what? I had a 5 health morsel. I could have put it on the middle floor. That's a little silly. But there's our Impalate. There's our making of a morsel. I can't believe that you're making it through. Is everything going okay up here? Like, do you need any health or something? I said health, not help. Or help, not health. Can't help but feel like it's going wrong up here, but you know what? Now you're dead. We just need this guy to get as strong as possible. Keep buffing. Meep. I want you to have more raw attack. Oh! Let's give you more raw attack. I have a lot of morsels. A lot of unnecessary morsels. We're gonna be just fine. We actually have a weird combination. Umbra Gorge units that acting as tanks, and also the ability to play other units behind them. We have a lot of capacity on the floors, which is making this very easy. There's our Impalate. Well, I mean, a Blazing Bolts would also do the same thing. Yeah, that's enough damage. There's your +5, which is actually +10 every turn. There you go, no sweepers. Let's get more energy. No more morsels to play, we'll do that. Give you the rage, impalate. We're doing a little bit of damage to the pyre, or to the boss. Only 4, still pretty good. And these making of a morsel holdovers are pretty good with the Morsel Master. That's why I like the Morsel Master. You can put good morsels here every turn, and you know what value you're getting out of it. +10/+10 on this guy. We could give him lifesteal if we really want to. You know, we have a guaranteed benefit. It's freaking great, man. It's freaking great. It's great. Might as well, right? This guy doesn't have like the most fuel ever, but I think that's okay. Raw health, put a couple of morsels down here for no reason. You might be dead. No, you're not even close to dead. We only have 5 stacks of lifesteal, oh no. We're hungry! I'll feed you later, my dude. Relax. By the way, have some armor. Have a sacrifice. Sorry, you know what? Have a rage. No, you can have the rage, that's fine. But you should have the sacrifice, aka snacrifice. +5, you're taking 879. 1,013, 1,111. And this is just like my Garbo floor. Like, that floor doesn't really even do all that much. This is the big floor. This is the floor you've got to worry about. I can't really play anything else here, so it's just morsels, but that's still good enough. Good run. Maybe not the highest score we've ever seen on a daily challenge, but it is a daily challenge completed, which should mean a new card frame unlocked. Hell yeah. Not my favorite daily challenge. Out of the 3 that I've done, and I've only ever done these 3, out of the 3 that I've done, my favorite by far is the, I think I'll pass on the card frame. My favorite so far has definitely been the one where we had to remove all of our cards. That was so much fun. That was so much fun. Just, oh God. Back me, thank you. That was so much fun having the new, like, just the new experience of having to only play spells in order to win a run. But this was still pretty good. It was a pretty standard run, all things considered. A very thick deck in the end, but the card draw helped to equalize it a little bit. A ton of energy, and just good units and good upgrades. Crucible Collector with health, Alloyed Construct with just general stats, Demon Fiend with multi-strike behind everything, endless imps, Morsel Master. We didn't really play too much imps on the end there, because I feel like we had more value from the morsels. Yeah, you could play an imp and do 5 damage to all enemies, or you could play a morsel and get +5/+5 forever for the rest of the combat. That feels a little bit better. So making of the morsel, I think, was a little bit better than the imps in the end. It also takes up the card space of the imps if they have endless. You could play an imp for endless and draw it every turn for 1, or you could play making with a morsel and play it for 1 every turn. With the Morsel Master, that's actually a +10/+10 on your multi-strike enemy, which is pretty freaking good. Alloyed Construct. He's a beefy boy. Anyways, decent enough run. And for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live. Support me on Twitch, Patreon, and Streamlabs. And I hope to see you here again for the next run of Monster Train.